So following the Baltimore Ravens' painful loss last Sunday to the Buffalo Bills, one player who escaped the media attention after the game was Mark Andrews, since he refused to do any post-game interviews. Meanwhile, most of his teammates spoke with reporters, but I guess considering the situation, I can somewhat understand why he did what he did. Not saying it was right or wrong, but it is what it is. That said, there was an interesting exchange today on First Take as a conversation centered on Mark Andrews, and Cam Newton had some very interesting words in that segment. Here's that clip.
I'm going to go with the unpopular pick, but I want everybody to keep this same energy in other commodities, in politics, in entertainment, in sports, no matter what it is. And we haven't been holding people to the same fire. So, Mark Andrews, it's okay, bro. You ain't got to talk to nobody because in other networks, there's lawsuits that's been out. We ain't heard nobody say nothing about that. Now, we got other things that's coming up. When there's a Fox report that comes out and we haven't heard anybody speak about anything or make any type of public announcement, nobody has held Fox to that same thing. So why are we talking about making a big fuss about Mark Andrews if you're not going to keep that same energy across the board? That's what I'm saying.
But he's
saying in all different industries, people don't have to.
I just didn't understand what he was saying. That's all. I didn't know.
He's just saying in all different industries, people don't have to be held accountable and go in front of a mic right away. So
and listen, I fully, Mark's going to talk at some.
Okay, I don't know what's funnier, Cam Newton calling out everyone at Fox Sports, or Dan Orlovsky's facial expression to Cam, or Stephen A. Smith acting like he doesn't know what's going on over there at Fox, particularly because he discussed the same lawsuit on his own podcast a week ago. Anyways, I'm going to explain to you guys shortly why Cam decided to call out the guys at Fox, particularly Emmanuel Acho, and it has to do with what Acho said recently. But first, for those of you who don't know, there was a huge lawsuit at FS1 when a hairstylist made allegations that Skip Bayless had made some unwanted advances towards her and offered her $1.5 million for you know what, and that Joy Taylor was allegedly sleeping her way up the ladder at FS1, hooking up with an executive VP and Emmanuel Acho. So far, no one has really spoken about this lawsuit, so I'm pretty sure lawyers have instructed their clients to stay quiet. Also, Fox Sports has yet to make a public announcement addressing this matter. The only ones who have spoken about this are former FS1 employees Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley, who just might be able to sue FS1 when you consider that he was pushed out the back door to make room for Joy Taylor on his own show Speak for Yourself. Anyways, I'm going to play you the clip of what Emmanuel Acho said about Mark Andrews the other day, and I think Cam saw this and decided to take an indirect shot at his competition. Watch this clip.
Go ahead. I disagree with everything you said until the ending, and I think all's well that ends well. The ending of if Andrews comes out and puts out his own statement to the fans, to all them people,
whenever he wants to.
To some degree.
Whenever he wants to.
He's looking for I don't know that because what I do believe you owe something to his fans.
Yeah.
Now, fans don't sweat like we sweat. Nope. They don't bleed like we bleed. They don't break bones like we break bones. They don't tear tendons like we tear tendons. But they do spend their hard-earned money. They go to the games, and they stand there in the frigid temperature. Mark Andrews, a lot of fans were at that game in support of you, in support of Lamar, in support of that whole team. So when you drop it, just go up there and say something, because even fans are looking for closure too. Yeah, go up there and say something, whatever that something is. Now, where I disagree with you, but I'll not even let it slide, because what is this?
Don't let it slide.
Where I disagree with you is the media keeps the ecosystem of the sport going. If the facility ceases to exist and every show ceases to exist and broadcast ceases to exist, yeah, you can still play games, but nobody's going to be watching. So, no, fans don't necessarily because there's nothing to broadcast it to.
Yeah, media rights.
Like, the reason the salary cap grows is because the media grows.
Deals.
So you cannot, as a player, say, I don't know the media anything.
Hold on, James,
when the reason the pockets is fat like they are is because of the media.
Right.
So yeah, that was Acho pushing Mark Andrews to address his blunder from last Sunday for some closure. And towards the end of that clip, you can hear Emmanuel Acho telling players that you need to respect and address the media because they promote the game and players, and largely are one of the reasons you're getting paid the big bucks due to exposure and TV deals. Without the media and television, fans have nowhere else to consume NFL content, so I get what he's saying. However, Cam Newton took it another way because in his mind, guys like him and Acho cover these players and believes it's hypocritical for a guy like Acho to demand players to speak up when he himself has been pretty much quiet since these allegations have dropped. Now, Emmanuel Acho wasn't directly named in the lawsuit, so he's not restrained like the other people mentioned in the lawsuit, such as Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, or Charlie Dixon. But nonetheless, I understand what Cam Newton is trying to say, but members of the sports media world aren't really required to speak to the media. I don't know. Guys, you tell me what you think. Was Cam Newton's shot at Emmanuel Acho fair or foul?